How's it going, geeks and gamers? Or should I say, ni hao, geeks and gamers? We're going to be playing through Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends Complete Edition. I'm just going to open it up first with the original opening for Dynasty Warriors 8. So Big Fire, Sun. I think this one's the Battle of Chibi. I think the opening, which is really good, it's the best battle. Yeah. They made a film. Wow, that was a sick barrel roll. They made a film of, not of Dynasty Warriors, but there's a film based on this battle called Red Cliffs. It's like 6 hours long. It's very, very boring. It doesn't feature people jumping 60 feet in the air and using chakrams. Don't think that's in it. Fucking owned. So yeah, that's kind of what we've got to look forward to. That's sort of the best battle in the saga. Let's look at the opening for Extreme Legends, because Lu Bu will be the second mission, because I've got a spreadsheet of all the missions in order of chronological events. So I'll be kind of flipping between different faction storylines. So it kind of there's a couple of things where it kind of goes back in time, which is kind of bullshit. Like there's one where I need to move that. Sorry, bear with me. So like year 191 AD or CE, if you're a cuckold, is the Battle of Xiangyang, and if you meet the extra requirements of that battle, because some levels have extra requirements to unlock the hypothetical route, but that makes a level appear in 185. So, and because that has to be accessed after the Battle of Xiangyang level in 191, it will be sort of going back in time to the Battle of the Yang Province would actually be the second battle chronologically. I don't think there's anything else like that though. So the Extreme Legends expansion for this one was focused on Lu Bu. Yeah, I'm not a fan of, to be honest. I find him quite a boring character. He's just like a prick. A very competent, very disloyal prick. That's his daughter. I think that's Eugene. I don't. That's Shao Dun. Oh shit! Smashed the tower. Sounds like Sonic Adventure. So there's Lu Bu atop red hair. The greatest warrior, apart from when he loses and dies. So it's totally tubular. So yeah, it would be cool if the game actually played like these cutscenes happen, but it was originally a PS3 game, so I think it'd be hard to implement. So shoot, I did actually do this level yesterday. Yeah, Yellow Turban Rebellion. I did it yesterday just to test if things worked, and obviously they do. So Yellow Turban Rebellion. This is the year 184 AD. Zhang Jiao, the leader of the Way of Peace, has risen in rebellion, worked together with the Imperial forces to help the people and defeat the rebel leader. So near the end of the Eastern Han Dynasty, the long-standing ruler of the Han Imperial Court was on the decline. The high-handed policies of the eunuchs and relatives of the emperor ran unchecked, causing people to become fed up with political corruption. With everybody suffering, sad and filled with outrage, it seemed as if there was no hope for the future. In the midst of this situation, Zhang Jiao, the leader of the Way of Peace, led his followers in a rebellion. Instantly, the movement spread to the far corners of the land, and the uprising rapidly grew in size. It would later become known as the Yellow Turban Rebellion, because there were yellow turbans. In response, the Imperial Court formed an army to suppress the rebels. Numerous warlords from around the land answered the calls to arms. Among them were 3 men who rose in unison. Liu Bei, claiming to be a descendant of royalty, was a man who lamented the suffering of the people. Accompanying him were Guan Yu and Zhong Fei, 2 powerful warriors that served as his sworn brothers. With the age of undergoing such massive change, these men stepped forth onto the battlefield. So I really hate Liu Bei's playstyle. Guan Yu, I did the level with him yesterday, so I'm not going to do that. He's considered a god of war or something, I think, in like nail salons that are run by trafficked people. Well, they run by people that aren't trafficked, but the people that work there are trafficked. There's often shrines to Guan Yu, I think. They put like peaches and shit there. And then Zhong Fei, who kidnapped the daughter of one of the Wei people, or the niece or something, and when she was 12 or 13, to make her his wife, which is sussy. So I'm going to play as him. Ooh, nice. So normally I wouldn't have these skills, but it is because I have done one mission already. So yeah, enjoy the great story of the Yellow Turban Rebellion with Zhang Fei, the rapist. He's a drunk as well, and generally a prick. But these things happen. They should make an Oculus VR game of that. It's kind of like a Daruma. Dodoma. I know they're Japanese, but the cultures are linked. That's the Peach Garden vow, where they're like, oh, let's all team up to save the world or some shit, and if we die, then we all die. Do you think it's weirder? Like, some Chinese people have really, like, silky, straight, soft beards compared to, like, the puby, curly beards of, I guess, Caucasian people. Men or women, because men can have beards and women can have beards. Let's go find a 13-year-old. So you had a drinky poo? I think what is annoying about this game is it doesn't. I don't think it's got a lock on, or if it does, I'm too stupid to activate it. Havoc. What are you doing, Leo? Guan Yu? Dang Mao, dang la Mao. There is a rock, paper, scissors element to this game. There's weapons have either earth, man, or heaven elements, and you must. I think heaven beats earth, earth beats man, and man beats heaven, or maybe it's the other way around. So you can do like, if you're at a disadvantage, you do less damage. If you're equal, then it's just kind of normal. And then if you've got an advantage, you can do that like move I did earlier where I like went all anime, hit them into the air, and then did like million slash. How many slash? Luigi. Ah, simple harp. Cool. That's a weapon for the worst character in the game. Sai Wenji. The Three Kingdoms adaptation in the sea with like sea creatures, and it's the Yellow Turbot Rebellion, and like all these yellow turbots are like rebellion against the eunuch fish. Wouldn't that be cute? They could make a Studio Ghibli movie about it. Like, Help I'm a Fish. So Liu Bei is considered by scholars to be the Jeremy Corbyn of the Bronze Age China, or whatever it is. Oh, not Zhang Ba. Not Pei Yuan Shao. Yuan Shao is like a character, so like that's weird. This guy, it's like kind of if you've got a character called Gordon Freeman, there's a guy called like Jimmy Gordon Freeman. Zhen Manchang. So I did a counter there because he was going to do an attack because I was weak to him. Sun Zhong. Oh, Zhang Ba. I think what's weird about this is that Zhang Jiao has like a unique model and fighting style, and his brothers, who I guess, I mean, they're not the leaders, but they're still pretty significant. They don't have their own character, like their own unique look. Everyone just looks like fucking the guy from Hello Hello. Everyone just looks like you got a big stupid like long face and a mustache and a big nose. Renee. Well, that was anticlimactic. Well, I think because I didn't do the optional objectives in that mission like I did yesterday, or maybe it's because I played as Zhong Fei instead of Guan Yu, who go a slightly different route. The one I had yesterday, Zhong Jiao, the guy that we beat, was like glazing Liu Bei, like saying like, "Oh man, you're like you're like the real deal, and we're going to follow you." Whereas that was quite a but just kind of a bit not sad. It was just kind of a bit dull, a bit like depressing. Like, everyone hates us because we killed the leader of the Yellow Turban Rebellion, and I don't like Shu. Shu are my least favorite faction. So that was the Yellow Turban Rebellion. That was year 184 AD, and that's episode 1 of Shu done. Let's see what the Chinese for goodbye is. 再见. Zaijian, Geeks and Gamers. I'll be back with episode 2, which is Lubu episode 1, and that's the year 189, and it's the 10 Eunuchs Rebellion. Thanks for watching.